Please join me in welcoming Alex Mosgow.
Cool. How's everyone doing? Good. Cool. So I'm going to start this presentation a little differently. We're going to go with my favorite transformational process. This is something that I use pretty much every day. It's what I use right before I hop on a sales call. It's what I use right before I go into a big meeting. It's what I use when I wake up. So, and it's based on the science behind human potential. Did everyone game for that?
Yeah.
Cool. So everyone close your eyes. I'm going to start with some breathing. So the breath is deep breath in through the nose. Hold it for 3 seconds. Out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it, and big Encinitas exhale. Awesome. One more time. In through the nose. Hold it, and out through the mouth. Awesome. So keep continuing to breathe at your convenience, whatever feels good for you. And I want you to go to a peaceful place in your mind. This could be a sunset, favorite place from childhood, a waterfall, sandy beach. Go to your peaceful place. And when you're there, raise your hand. Awesome. So fully take it in. Make the colors more vibrant. Hear what's going on. Hear that wave crash on the ocean. Smell that ocean breeze. Fully be there. Be present in your peaceful place. And as you're there, invite your best self to come and join you. You more passionate. You more inspired. You more loving. You more aligned. You more in your power. Raise your hand when your best self is there with you. Awesome. So turn to your best self and ask, what message do you have for me? And it will be instant. Don't let it come from the mind, just ask, and you get to get the download, and then open your eyes. Get some good stuff? Awesome. So when I was 5 years old, I was in Mrs. Kanye's class, and my first day of kindergarten. So we walk in, and Mrs. Kanye has us spread out all the chairs into a circle. And as we're in the circle, we're sitting around and we're playing a game called Who Stole the Cookie from the Cookie Jar. Is anyone familiar with that game? Cool. So for those of you who are not, it's a game to learn everyone's name. It's a song, and it goes, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Sally, Jonathan, and so on. So we're sitting around the circle, and we're clapping, we're all offbeat, maybe I'm just offbeat because I'm 5, but whatever it is, we're there, and we're clapping around the circle, and it's who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? And as it gets closer to me, I just feel myself start to get a little uneasy. And it's Robert, Samantha, and it's getting closer to me, and I just feel kind of getting uneasy. And it's getting closer, and it's who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? And it's my turn, and I go, and I just can't say my name. And I'm sitting there, and I'm 5, and I'm shaking, and I'm turning red, and I just feel sweat start to pour down my face, and I would have given anything in that moment to just be able to say Alex. And I'm getting to a point, and I just give up. And my eyes are closed, and I just hear giggle, and then a laugh. And I open my eyes, and my whole kindergarten class just bursts into laughter. And I start to shed some tears, and I start to cry uncontrollably, and I just run out of the room. And that was my first experience of really being present to that. I had a serious challenge with my speech that I was going to have to be able to work through throughout my life. And so at 5 years old, I made an unconscious decision to become a high achiever, because I never felt good enough because of my speech that I had to go out, I had to overachieve, I had to overcompensate for the challenge that I had. and it played out throughout my life. In school, I was a 4.0 student, played varsity baseball, and then fast forward into college, I was a people pleaser, been a people pleaser my whole life. Is anyone else a people pleaser here? Yeah. And so much so that I started to my freshman year of college, I started actually sell drugs. To violate my highest level of integrity with myself, because that I wanted that connection with other people. And so, May 6, 2008, partying at my fraternity, go home, nice, beautiful blonde friend for a sleepover, and I would fall asleep, have some fun. And at 5:36 in the morning, just like out of a movie, the DEA SWAT team comes into my room with assault rifles, everything, and I was arrested for selling drugs. And that was my first experience in entrepreneurship. Very unconscious entrepreneurship. So at that point, I obviously needed some help. So what do I do? I can go to a seminar, right? And so I was brought to my first seminar because I needed change. I was looking for something I obviously needed help with, and so I was brought to this seminar when I was 19, and I was really just swept up into it since then. I've been fortunate to have amazing mentors, and my main mentor is Ted McGrath. You guys know Ted at all? Anyone heard of Ted? Awesome. So I was brought into Ted's world, and he and I became business partners, and I worked 100-hour weeks with him. He coaches coaches. And I was fortunate. I worked 100-hour weeks for 4.5 years. So I have over 13,000 hours of experience in the coaching, speaking world, online marketing world, and it's been the greatest journey for me. And in being a conscious entrepreneur, I believe that the word conscious entrepreneur really, it means a lot to me. For a while, that word has really had charge, because I feel like a lot of people say they're conscious, and what they speak, the actual tone, it doesn't resonate as truth for me. And what I believe to be a conscious entrepreneur means is to really be conscious of what you're really creating in the world. And I believe that life and business is an actual game. Like, I live that with all my friends, all my clients know that I really believe, and I live that life and business is a game. And what I've found is most people don't even know what they're shooting for. And if you don't know what the end goal is, how do you win? And if you do know it, how do you stack the rules of the game to be able to stack in your favor so that you win more? Is anyone open to winning more?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. So in being able to create what you want as an entrepreneur, I believe that we want to consciously create our reality rather than be the reaction of our circumstances. And in able to create that is really knowing what you're going after. And I love enrollment so much. I teach enrollment, and that's the main thing that I help my clients with, is because I believe all of business is enrolling. Whether you're enrolling in a sales conversation, whether you're enrolling in a joint mentorship conversation like Danielle was speaking about, like, everything about business is enrolling. And I love it because it's the one skill that you can have that if you master it, you will never go hungry. Your family will never go hungry again. If you know how to enroll clients. And all enrolling clients is it's all a conversation. Sales is just a conversation. I believe sales is inspiring someone to take action, and to take action on their own vision. And that's what my whole process is about. And that's what I've found to be the most effective way to get clients is to enroll them in their own vision. And I love this community. This community's meant so much to me, and I've been a part of many different spiritual communities. It's so interesting that the stigma around sales is bad. But I believe that sales is the highest form of service that you can give somebody. And that lives don't change unless somebody enrolls in your program. Because I can sit up here and I'm giving a 15-minute talk, and there's only so much I can change your life in 50 minutes. Just like there's only so much you can change someone's life in a 60-minute free strategy session or free consultation, right? So how many people in their business right now are actually using free consultations or free strategy sessions to actually get clients? Cool.
Are or not? Are.
No, are. Cool. So that process is so powerful, because you learn so much about the person who you're talking to. You're learning about, like, what's their real vision, like, what do they really want to create in the world, and then what challenges are really in their way, and how can you. I believe old school sales is sitting across the table and saying, no, you come here, oh, you do this. It's kind of like a boxing match, you know. where I believe that the new era of enrollment, the new era of business is in collaboration, of getting on the same side of the table and really co-creating a vision, saying, hey, I can help you, let's do this together. You know, like, let's do this together. I will just support you in creating this. And so, something that, an exercise that I want to give you guys for homework is, this is a really, really powerful one. And what I've learned is, in enrollment, one of the most powerful words that I've been able to say is no. Of knowing who is not the right fit. Of knowing who I will not work with. Because I've been put in many sales positions before, where I've taken over 1,700 enrollment conversations, 1,700 sales calls. It's a pain in the ass, but I got really good at it quick. I was doing 50 of them per week during certain launches, and I was thrown into it. So I stutter, and I was like, I have the fear of what people are going to judge me, think I'm stupid, think all these things about me, and I have to show up and represent the company well, and I have to show up and I have to run a really effective process and represent whatever mentor I'm representing, and I have to help run a call that helps someone make a decision that they're going to change their life. It's a lot of pressure. So I learned, and and sales is experiential. Like the process is experiential. You can go to all the sales seminars, you can listen to all the tapes and all the books, but you don't learn how to sell unless you actually start selling. Like, you have to make offers. You have to make offers. And so the assignment is to make a list of who will you no longer sell to. Like, what qualities are in that person that are an absolute no for you. So, like, for me, I work with people with leaders who are mission driven. If they're not mission driven, it's an absolute no for me. Also, if people are involved with network marketing, nothing against network marketing, just for me, with what I do, that model just doesn't fit. Like, they can have network marketing part of their actual business. I love network marketing. I think it's a great business model. But for what I do, if that's their main business that they're coming to me with, it's an absolute no for me. Like, I need someone to really be in their gift. I believe that we have gifts, but that our gifts are our actual superpowers. And I'm obsessed with superpowers and superheroes. So I believe that when we take ownership of our gifts and take ownership of the value of them, that's when our superpowers are fully unlocked and fully unleashed. And that's why we can make the actual impact that we're here to make, is when we take ownership of them and ownership of the value of them. I think that is the key piece, is ownership of the value of them. When you own the value of your gifts, so your clients, your potential clients will fully honor them as well. And from experience, there is no greater feeling. And that's what I've helped many people in this North San Diego community do. That's why I'm here. Like, I'm here. My whole beingness is I stutter, and I teach really high-end sales, and I teach how to do awesome events and retreats that are really impactful, make a shitload of money. Like, so my whole beingness and story is, if I can do it, you can do it too. And so I encourage all of you to look at your story. Look at your story. Look at why you're here. I know when the question was asked of, why you're here, a lot of you raised your hand. I would look deeper into it. Look deeper into your story. Look deeper into the divine orchestration of how the universe has created you and how it's created your life, and how can you own more of why you're here. It's such a powerful gift to give to yourself and also to others as well. Cool. So I think I'm on time, and we're going to open up for questions. If anyone has questions. Cool. So you can ask anything you want, anything on sales, anything you want me personally, anything on coaching, business. Yes?
How do I spell your last name?
It's Mosgow, like the city, M-O-S-C-O-W. Alex J. Mosgow. So if you want to follow me, if you want to follow me and get more of my stuff on Facebook, just go to Facebook and add me as a friend. It's ALEXJ Mosgow. That's M-O-S-C-O-W. I post cool stuff sometimes, so it's fine. Cool. Anyone else? Questions?
Chris, I couldn't remember the word you used. You said you only work with people that have a model or
Mission driven, yeah.
Driven. Okay.
Mission driven, yeah. Because a lot of people who come to me for sales training, different companies and things like that. And if it's not like a mission-based company or that I can get behind, it's just not for me.
What does mission-based mean to you?
So, like, they have to have a mission of how their business is contributing to the planet. or is contributing to those people who it's helping, like in a huge way.
That's great.
Cool.